Sit down, boy.
Never.
Welcome to Jtwes Monday Night Live. Lino is cooking some yeast rolls, and she timed them wrong to get out the oven a little bit after live started. So Sammy said he'd sit in for a while. We're waiting. I appreciate everybody joining us. Back in the shed tonight. It was a little warm out here earlier, and I was kind of missing that air conditioning a little bit. But we're in the shed, and I like it in the shed. Let me see if I can do some of what Lino does for a little bit. I see you guys is something went wrong. Tap to retry. Excuse me. Let's see. There we go. All right. Got my sister Lauren here. Roger, Stan, Paul Ford says it's finally drying out. Of course, he said that just a minute ago.
Yeah,
Chet Hodges. Hey, Chet.
we did get some rain here today. I didn't check the rain gauge.
Of course he didn't. He never checks it.
I was about to say, I was thinking whether if somebody commented about the rain, whether to say I didn't check it or not. But
yeah, you didn't empty it either, did you?
no, well, I didn't check it, so I didn't think about all that.
Got Chet Hodges in here. Good evening, JT West. Got 3 inches of rain in South Georgia. I better lift my face up, guys, because I'm talking right down on this mic. Let's see. We've got Miss Allison in here. Guys, I'm going to go see Allison and Nikki, who do all of our JT West hats and a lot more stuff than just hats. They do a lot of stuff for the church and everything else. We're going to go visit them, and I look forward to showing you guys where the hats are made and all that good stuff. Farm Boy 59, send prayers for Farmall Fanatics mother. I was reading the comments earlier where Mark Young had wrote that. Yes, guys, pray for Farmall Fanatics mother for sure. This 1900 Farm, good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey, Greg. Greg says, hey, Sammy.
Hey, Greg.
Sundowner is in here. Sundowner, whoop whoop. Lino never says that. She just says Sundowner. But Sundowner's in here. Let's see. He's trying to go by on me too fast. Greg, hey Greg, how are you? Oh, I said that, didn't we? Janice is in here. Hey Janice. Cajun Homestead. JT West Family and Friends says he's still mowing. You can follow the comments on your phone.
Okay.
And that way you won't have to lean over. IP Farms is in the house. Evening, gentlemen. That would be Nelson with his pretty corn that he seems to didn't think it was that great, but it looks about as good as any I've seen, Nelson. Welch Farm is in here, and it's still wet, and I was just telling Sam, guys, that the shed floor is wet because of some runoff from the driveway got into the shed. I have a little bit of a low spot in front of the shed, but it doesn't catch it all the time. Kevin Wallace. Hello, Joey and Lino. Hope you're doing good. We are, Kevin. Lino will be out here in a little bit. I'm going to do the best I can to try to do as good as she does. William May. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, William. And Farm Boy's talking to Mark and Brian. Melvin Madigan. Get that right. Hello, Melvin. Rail fan, good evening from Duncannon, Pennsylvania. I bet it does feel good up there. It's probably about 60 degrees up there. That is Paul, Rail fan 90. Sundowner says mowing. Shoot, we still rowing our boats. We've been so wet, yeah. Yeah, it was, I got to mow some in the churchyard the other day, and that was a deal that I wanted when I got that mower. I wanted to be able to, and I guess that's partly why Will bought that trailer, which is such a nice trailer, guys. I don't know if it conveyed across on the video or not, but Will went and bought that for me, and it's just nice to be able to take it to the church and help mow the churchyard. I really enjoy doing that. Joey Neal's on here. Hey, Joey. And Allison said she is excited. We're coming, and they may just put us to work. How's that sound, Sammy?
As long as it ain't in the mud or in the rain. I hate working in mud. I
You
can't
hate
do it.
work? Why?
I I just I mean I'd rather work in dusty dirt and sand
Yeah.
than mud. I can't I just can't handle when I get caked
What about if you had to
mud.
get in a ditch about knee deep,
Mm-mm.
and the bottom of the ditch is muddy and the sidewalls is
What see
muddy?
what really messed me up was the Dominican when it would cake on this much.
Yeah.
I hated that every bit of it because I had to get in the trench. I do not like
That's
working
cause
in
you
mud.
you put you some good Red Wings on like that, and it come right off of
I'm gonna say I don't like working in mud. I can
them.
take a little sprinkle of rain while I'm going, but when it starts getting a little harder than that, that's when I start taking a break. But I like a
Yeah,
good.
when we were, it hadn't rained all day, but there was a little stream of water coming down the street because those places are built up on hills, and you got the top down, and it was a constant stream of water running down the street all day long. Hadn't rained all day, and I was washing my feet off in it, my boots, getting that mud off, and it dawned on me, and I said to myself, I said, I don't believe this is rainwater here. I think it's dishwashing liquid. My hope is that it was dishwasher, and I'll get to it in a second, son. Uh, Jeff Reynolds, we got 4.9 inches of rain so far in July. That's probably close to about where we're at. In Fayetteville, Tennessee, only got 2 inches in June. Much needed on the beans, cotton, and corn. Yes, Jeff, it is. I think all of my stuff has got enough rain probably to make and go and fill out what it's going to do. I'm hopeful to get up there and look at the watermelons tomorrow. I'm really hoping to get us a watermelon. I'm hoping the turkey's got us something. What are you cheesing about, boy?
Oh, I'm reading ahead of you, so I'm
Well,
seeing.
quit reading ahead of
I'm
me.
reading ahead of you, and it's just making me laugh.
Well, you just hold back. I'll let you read one in a minute. J. Peel. Hey, J. Peel. Uh, Good evening from the United Kingdom. J. Peel made a comment because I said I need to get a tag on my trailer. And he said, well, that's odd. They call them plates over here. I said, well, actually, J. Peel, I think they call them license plates here too, but we nickname them tags. But when you have to go get one, you go to the license plate bureau. So they call them plates over here too. It's just my country boy talk. Kevin Wallace is, I'm just now seeing y'all. Okay. Oh, yeah, Kevin said hello to you too, Sammy. You welcome, Nelson. Yeah, Allison says it's like a family reunion. Timbo L says howdy neighbors. Haggy Farm says H, which I'm sure is hi.
Yeah.
Uh, David says hello, my friend. Hello, David. And Haggy Farm said good evening, men. Johnny Edgerton. I can't never say Johnny's last name right. Hey, Johnny, how you, buddy? And Chet Hodges says, "Hey, Sammy, do the voice."
That's what I was kind of
Oh, is that
laughing
what
about
you're
over
laughing
here.
at? Why are you laughing at
Cause
that?
two of them have already
Guys, I have to
have already jumped on it.
when we're filming. A lot of times, I'm in the middle of filming and saying something, and Sammy's just commenting and messing me up. It's we might let him read a couple of comments in a minute. Sundowner, I live on a hill. Yep, Southwest Louisiana. I have mud grips on a Hustler ZTR. Man, guys, uh, I did come back home from church Saturday and mowed this yard again, and it was pretty wet down there. I ain't slide one time. Not one time did that mower slide. Like I said, I need to quit talking about that thing. Allison says we can never guarantee Tennessee weather, so it could be rain, shine, or at the same time. That's pretty much like North Carolina.
Yeah, I've seen the sun on a blue sky and then it raining.
Well, we can go to mountains this
Stuff
time
makes
of
me
year in
angry.
North Carolina, and it'll be raining on this side of the mountain, the sun shining on that side of the
But that
mountain.
makes me angry because I'm like, make up your mind. You want a rainy day or a sunny day?
And you just take it both. Sam says it's 89 here today. Spent many hours working in the sun on the driveway. Tell Sammy to stay out of Army or Marines. Mud is a way of life. Yeah.
I don't know. I have to.
Basic training, you're gonna eat some mud, boy.
I might have to bite the bullet and go eat mud.
Yeah, you get down up under that razor wire, and you think I'm a sergeant. You wait till they get a hold to you. They'll have you mixed up before you even get off the bus.
Well, at least at the end of it, I can go to armor school. That's what I'd like to do if I do go into the Army, is go to armor school out of basic training and be on a M1 Abrams crew.
Let's see.
Specifically the loader. Yeah, I'd love to be the loader.
Joey Neal says, will you have to get Sammy to do the voice? Yeah, we will, Joey. Allison says you got some weather come up this week. She's talking Farm Boy. Yeah. Well, I hadn't really watched the weather, Allison. I'm bad about hardly watching anything. Janice wants to know how to cotton. Cotton is wonderful. I want to get up there, and it's probably blooming out or getting close to blooming out. It was making those, and I'd never seen it like it. Those little weird 3 triangle leaves that I guess are going to roll open, and then the little cotton balls going to come out.
Whenever you see or finished cotton and what they pull it out of, that's the 3 leaves, and you just pull the mothball of cotton off. It's like a big mothball.
Yeah, we're gonna pull. A lot of people ask me in the comments, especially the ones that maybe don't watch the live and know what the cotton's for. They'll ask me if I'm gonna harvest it, and I'm gonna get me a pillowcase full of it. I say a pillowcase, one of them white bags like you got feed. I got 3 of them up there, brand new. We'll fill them things full of cotton. Pick up some cotton, weigh it by the pound, $20 a pound. Let's see.
$20.
It's a mosquito, Sammy.
Well, it's not down.
Hey guys, you too, Sammy. Mark, I heard you in the background in the video this morning, Sammy. Yeah, he was in there talking to his brother. Adam Mays, happy Monday from steamy Maryland. The government is trying to take farmers' lands over eminent domain for power line to go through the area to DC and AI and data storage, praying it doesn't go through. Yeah, Adam, it looks like instead of just taking it over, I understand we need power and stuff, and I'm sure AI needs a lot of it. It looks like they'd bury it, 10, 12 feet deep and be done with it. But yeah, I hate that too. Looks like I'm sure what they're trying to take over is the easiest route and the least expensive route. And there's probably different routes they could go. It wouldn't be so bad. Timbo, please do a video when you replace your floor on your gooseneck. I got the exact same trailer and need to do the same. I plan on it, Timbo. I got to get some lumber. It's going to be, close that neck, because that's.
I was thinking about it.
That's 2 mosquitoes in here now. You can leave that on. It ain't gonna hurt anything.
Well, I didn't want the Velcro making.
Well, maybe I didn't want everybody to see your thick head of hair.
Yeah, one that needs a haircut.
Timbo, I got to get some lumber, 2x10s. I need to find out, so you can get 2x10s, 12 foot. I said 2x10s, 2x8s. You can get it 12 foot, 14 foot, and 16 foot at like Home Depot and Lowe's, I think. If 12 foot will do it and be plenty, that'll be okay. But I need to measure all those boards out there. If there's one like 12 and a half foot, then I would need a little bit longer board for that one. I don't know. I just got to make sure that 12 is going to be enough. Kevin Wallace, I want to see the cadet will pull the bog.
Well, I will say, as funny as that would be, that thing can't even hook up a wagon. The Hustler had a lip.
You can get a hitch for it.
Well, I seen that the Hustler had that little lip that you could hook that black wagon up. You can't even hook the black wagon to that thing.
But you can get a hitch for them. They got hitches for them. They got vacuums. They got.
Do they have the?
They got one
mulcher things like.
Yeah, they got one like Preacher's got where they put it in back there and you can lift the handle and it'll dump it out.
I don't want to see that grass no more. I'll just cut it.
I managed to mow about half mine yesterday. Just been too wet, but at least I got the high spots knocked down before people start asking if I have a hay field. Yeah, I normally try to only do the high spots when it's dry, but I really try to mow all of it at one time. I hate skipping around. That really bothers me. Looks like it's pretty bad for Dollywood. Brother Pat, I'm not sure what happened at Dollywood. Maybe it's, I guess, a lot of rain up there. When you do the flooring on a trailer, you need the right screws and never have the same length boards so you don't make your trailer weak. Sundowner, I'm not sure what you're talking about. The way that trailer looks, there's two pieces of angle iron back to back with one lip going this way, one lip going that way. Those boards tuck under the front and lay on that half of the angle iron, so it's got a full piece of angle iron. And those boards tuck into the back and sit on this half of the angle iron, so each one of them's got a half a piece of angle iron. And then of course you got screws about halfway, and I don't think it's nothing towards the front because they go up under a lip.
Oh yeah, Dollywood had real bad flash floods, and it was like up to car windows type
Oh,
deal.
really?
Yeah, it was from all the rain in Tennessee. It was coming down the mountains and stuff. So, and it left like people were sitting in there, and then it was up to car windows, probably up to half the door of your white truck, pretty much.
Yeah, I hate that. Yeah, I mean, gosh, there's so much going on right now. You got, I guess, Venezuela. I don't think them people are going to get snowed again. It seems like it's happened the last time they had an election down there that they thought they won, but the controlling party said they didn't. So, yeah, they did, because I remember that other guy stayed in there. Anyway, it's happened again, but I don't know if they're going to go with it this time.
Well, there's so much to keep up with
Yeah.
in our government. I can't be keeping up with theirs too.
Yeah, it's getting pretty hard for sure. Let's see. Buy full length boards. Well, I don't know if I can find a 20-foot board, but I mean, I tell you, Sundown, I'll be honest with you, I'm probably just gonna get two 12-foot boards, and I mean, the trailer was built in 2005, and them boards ain't ever came off, from what I can tell. I mean, they've gotten old and broke, but yeah, if I had bought full-length boards, I'd have to bend them in the middle and all that stuff to get them on there.
I was about to say, Lowe's, they got some idiotically long
Maybe that's what
boards.
it is, Timbo. Maybe it was 2020 when they had the last election down there.
But Lowe's, they got long boards, but they got real rough cut lumber. They got stuff with bark still on it.
And you may be talking about here, Timbo. Farm Boy says, my purple hull peas are starting to bloom again due to the rain. Yeah, Brian, I'm sure you ain't the only one that's noticing they're blooming again. There's probably a set of beady eyes out there about 9 o'clock at night watching them bloom too, unfortunately. Yeah.
I had to take care of some beady eyes with the corn.
Yeah, this year was the first year ever that I've had corn ride down corn. Squirrels climb corn stalks.
This is the first year that we've had
Groundhog.
everything
Yeah, first
come
year
out the
for a
woods.
groundhog, first year for squirrels to do what they did over there. The first time I've ever seen deer eat the top of a corn plant out.
I was about to say that too. I've never seen deer
crows,
eat
I've
corn
had
like
to battle the crows before, and I've had to battle deer on my sweet potatoes. That wasn't new, but the rest of it was.
that. Yeah, shoot. I don't know what it was, guys, but this year was the animal year, apparently. It better not be like that next year.
Well, I mean, you can't, you can just work around stuff like that. You can't do that. Squirrels bad around here too. Kevin said they're bad around there too. Yeah, they. I don't know. We did have that Sammy's cat that kept them at bay here.
Yeah,
I mean he
for
patrolled
years.
the whole yard.
For
man.
years, you would rarely see one squirrel running around,
you
maybe
wouldn't
at the
see
tree
none.
line. But the only other
And
time
who
you'd see a
knows?
squirrel.
Maybe he kept the groundhogs away too.
Well, the only time you'd see a squirrel when he was around was when it was in his mouth. Because he'd done went and played Nat Geo Wild and killed it. He was one of those Nat Geo Wild cats.
Yeah, he was.
He acted like the TV ones.
Where'd you get that cat from?
He was a stray cat.
Oh.
He was the cat that jumped in your work van. That was that was her baby, along with Leo.
Yeah, Pat, I said on one of my videos in that Hastings because there were a few Hastings stalks that were eat up too. And I said in my video then, I said, maybe the animals know something that we don't. Yes, gotcha. Them black mosquitoes, those wet weather mosquitoes. We hadn't seen them all year. Sundowner whoop whoop, I had hogs come through and eat my beans as soon as I planted it. I'm assuming he's saying wild hogs.
Yeah.
I think I would have made me a big hole in the ground, put me some wood in it, wrap that hog up in some tin foil, throw them in the ground, put some dirt over
Yeah, I'm
them,
not gonna lie,
let them cook for about two
Sundowner.
days.
Not gonna lie, Sundowner. You might as well just shoot them and leave them land, because however many you shoot, it's however many will come back.
Yeah, Sammy's got a bad habit of watching those YouTube videos where they uh, hire out these people for these coyotes and hogs. Ain't that what they do? They hire them
Yeah,
out.
and well, hogs are just as bad as rats, except they're 500
Oh yeah,
pounds
and he
running
watches
around.
the rat ones too, where they go to a hog parlor and they
Yeah,
shoot the rat.
because the hogs, they can grow up. The wild ones can grow up to 430 pounds sitting there running through a pasture, and then they're aggressive, and when they breed in dang batches of 10 to 20. But they're bad invasive down near the south kind of deal. So yeah, they'll tear up a pasture and a garden. Me and Ellie thought we had that problem because we seen some stuff rooted, and we were like, So yeah,
Let's see. Nobody joining in. Nobody hunt squirrels no more yet. That's right. Hey.
Hey.
Um, where we at? Animes. The way the animals are coming out could be a way of saying they know a bad winter might be coming. Yeah, that and everything else. I agree with you, Adam. Roger says Janice has squirrels cutting pears and chewing, and just the seed in the core. Ground under the pear tree is covered with ruined pears. Yeah. They got on those peaches too. My beautiful peach tree that was hanging down. I just don't think I complained about that particular part of it like I did the corn, but they did get on my peaches. Kevin Wallace says Joe, that's about right. Nobody squirrel hunts anymore. Mr. Stanley Conrad said, sounds like you need another outside cat. Cats are like, man, they like to hunt and kill stuff. Yeah, they are. Yep. Uh, Wild, yes, indeed. The bottoms were flooded. So, yes, they were wild hogs.
down south they're horrible.
And Brian says another animal year like this, and you might have new freezers full. Yeah. He got an email from North Carolina Wildlife, and they had over 24,000 turkeys tags this season. I wonder what, Brian, I wonder if what's that compared to the past years, if that's a low number or a high number. Timbo, uh, I'm going to hide that. I guess it just says shoot 'em, but evidently YouTube doesn't like it because it flagged it.
They just asked you, do you want to release
Oh, they're
it?
asking me.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lino, all right, so we got it. Oh, man.
Did you delete it?
Yes.
Well.
Retype it.
Sorry, Timbo.
You just approve it.
Hold on.
Hey, buddy.
I'm sorry, the cat came with me.
Well, he just said shoot 'em. He didn't say.
I know.
Yeah.
But YouTube.
I hit the wrong button. Lino does this for me, guys. I don't know what some of these things is. Does it pop up like that sometimes? So I never did it. Why'd you let him in?
I didn't. He just followed me.
He let himself in.
Yeah.
Don't you know he owns half this shed? It's on his name.
Cornbread said he just got in from watching some deer. Watching or taking care of some deer?
You better be watching. You better be watching that 10-pointer.
Joe Neal said, yes, Kevin, when I was growing up, every boy couldn't wait to go to squirrel hunting. Yeah, that was a pretty big deal right there. I went quite a few times. I never really got that many of them. Kyle Duncan says he loves squirrel dumplings. so I hunt them every chance I get in the season. Hogs are a bad problem here in North Georgia also. Yeah, Roger's dad liked squirrel pretty good. He would fry them up. Do you remember him eating squirrels, Lena?
Yes.
The spoon.
He
I'll
had
never
a
forget it.
yeah, he had
I
a
remember.
he liked for Roger or whoever cooked it. I don't know if Roger cooked it or if he cooked it himself. Roger had to tell me. But he would cook the head, fry the whole head up, just fried. And he'd take a spoon and hit the back of that head, open it up, and eat what's inside out.
It's about nasty.
Yeah, it was.
That's something you do when you got to eat to survive.
But he said it was good though. He liked it.
It's one of those, if you grow up on it, it's good.
Kevin says he used to love squirrel hunting with my granddaddy. Uh-oh, Timbo. You want to read what Timbo says? Sam?
Yeah, he said the boss is in the house talking about you.
Oh.
Do you want to read it?
Listen here. Dad's been holding me back from talking his whole life. I ain't let me. I've been itching to do it. Itching to say it. Been itching to say it.
Read a couple of comments.
Squirrel dumplings, bam, whoop whoop. Talking my way out of life now. Man, kind of messed me up.
He can't do
No,
the
start
read
it.
of the-
Start it.
Squirrel
Mark
dumpl-
Young. Start it. Mark Young.
Okay. Well, I was trying to read his.
I know, but
and it's
I meant Mark Young.
look, it's like that, and it looks,
I know.
Anyway, fried squirrel with squirrel gravy and homemade biscuits. Kevin Wallace said, "Nope, ain't never been that hungry. Me neither. I ain't never been that hungry. I don't think I'll ever be that hungry. I think I'll fry the sole of my shoe before I eat that.
You get one more cornbread
Or cornbread.
right up under Kevin Wallace.
I got on bigger than 10 already. He caught me off guard. You better be looking at that thing through a pair of binoculars, not a crosshair. I tell you what. On live stream, I ain't doing all that. LMAO. I know exactly what that means. I'm surprised I see that in here. Squirrel is gonna be fine dining. Ain't that true? So I'm guessing they have a squirrel season because in the summer, Dad informed me that in the summer squirrels get ticks and weevils and stuff in their
Yeah.
skin. So me and him, we just came to the conclusion that squirrel season is just for you to hunt them and eat them in that season. Because I don't know, I killed one and it had a tick bigger than a pea hanging off of its ear, and I was like, man, that really.
I think
I
it's
bet
more,
that's what
it's
it is.
It's something that gets under their skin.
Yeah, but even then, it still had that tick on its ear, and I wouldn't want to eat that thing.
Carrie Nix. Carrie, welcome. Have we seen that name, Lena? Carrie Nix?
Yeah.
Okay. With this current administration, a squirrel is going to be dining,
Yeah.
be fine dining. Ain't that? I don't know. I don't know which one scares me more, the debt or the administration. Both of them in combined, I reckon. $35 trillion. Man, that's, golly, that's a lot of dough, especially on a $10 trillion budget. Sundowner says we have split season here. Joey Neal said it's called a wolf.
A wolf is a little big to get under a squirrel's skin. I don't know how that thing get on their skin.
It's called a wolf that gets under their skin.
I have to look that up, see what little things are on there.
All right, Sammy Bear. Get a mic to your mama.
Well, thank you for your hospitality. Take this microphone.
You want your water?
Yep, give me my water.
Oh, yeah.
I don't need you drinking my water.
Sammy.
Yeah.
So every time when we were at the beach all week long, I'd wake Sammy up. And what did you say? Hush up.
Hush up, boy. I wake up on my own time. I don't need you to wake me up. When I wake up, I'll get up. Right now, I'm still asleep.
Y'all see what I have to deal with?
Right, Carrie Nix.
Okay.
Is it Carrie Nix?
Yeah, y'all see what I have to deal with? Tell you what, those youngest ones,
I don't
they're
know
wild.
what made him start doing that.
At first I think he was trying to imitate you because he would start saying things that
Yeah.
you say, but in that voice.
Yeah, he was like,
If you drop something,
if I messed something up on the
yeah,
tractor, he
he's like,
would.
just let me do it. You know.
It was originally me talking to Dad, how he'll talk to me, like I'll be trying to take a bolt off of the tractor and he's like, here, give me the wrench. And then I tried to say it in an old man voice to be funny. And then it just went into, I just started reading stuff and talking to people like it. So Dad would be working on the tractor himself. I'd be like, give me the wrench. Give me the wrench. You do nothing right.
Yeah.
Just man. There's no.
He just, Sam's a clown too. And we watched a video, I think it was Lou Dobbs, Focus on the Family, where he was given the birth order and what you can expect out of him. And he was dead on it about, he said, your class clowns, they're usually the youngest. And that's right.
But sometimes when Sammy's doing it, he reminds me of more Farmall, right? It's more Farmalls.
I guess.
It's my buddy James. I know the guy. I mean, we text back and forth and talk from time to time, and he reminds me of James sometimes with his accent. James has that South Boston accent.
Let's see. Did you tell him where I was at?
Oh, well, I said you were making some rolls, I think.
Yeah, you know, I can't rush yeast rolls. They're like strict times. Let them
I told him
rise.
that you made them on purpose so that you would miss lines.
No, I've lost track of time. Today's been crazy. Sam had an orthodontist appointment. Work was crazy. It's Monday. I got like some major bites on my foot that have just been bothering me, and so I got very little sleep because my foot itched all night.
Wait a minute. That was a little bit Democratic right there. Kind of.
What?
I'm gonna have to tell on you a little bit.
What? It's not my fault that they bit me.
Let me tell it.
Okay, go ahead, tell it.
You said that kind of like the left says things. You said, I have some major bites on my feet. Which, okay.
They are major. They've kept me up all night. I think that's major.
Guys, it's 2 ant bites. 2 little bitty
The red ant bites. And you've seen my swollen foot.
I know, but major bites is like a snake.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry I didn't get bit by a shark. They're not shark bites on my foot. They're ant bites. But I'm just letting you know what's kind of piled onto my day.
Yeah. Is your foot still swole?
The people who watch care.
Is your foot still swole?
Yes, it is. I had to squeeze it into these hay dudes. I couldn't wear my sandals or anything because it goes right across one of the bites.
Did you wear them today?
Yeah. Let me see where we are at.
Yeah, I forgot. Did you like what I did to you today?
Did what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it seems more secure. I like that.
Yeah.
Haggy Farms. So, Joe, you need to let Sammy on more. He's a nut. He is.
You can't let him get too crazy with
Yeah,
it.
because today he talked all the way to the orthodontist. He talked to the orthodontist about everything. That's why the appointment takes so long, because they're chatting. And then he talked all the way home.
Well, I think it would have been funny if he fell up in the door to the orthodontist and been like, yeah, I'm here for my appointment.
Greg Mosier says, hey, Leno. Hey, Greg.
Hey, Greg. Oh, yeah, he told me hey already.
Chet says, you kill squirrels in the winter after the first freeze. It kills those ticks and stuff. Okay, so after the first freeze is when you kill, if you're going to eat them. Timbo says, hush up, boy. And that's his famous line. That's the most, is hush up, boy. That's what he says. Kevin says, it's always the youngest one. Hey, Sundowner. And Allison says, welcome back, Leno. We always need a girl in the house. Yeah, Allison's in my boat. She probably can sympathize with me the most because we're in the same family structure.
Yeah, we went from the opening flag of the live. We went left real quick. I mean, we were all over the place without you.
Adam A says, I'm not trying to sound unlearned, but in Maryland we basically have no color, Silver Queen, or Silver King corn? What is Jimmy Red and the others that you plant and raise? Is it eating corn? So list them off, like Jimmy Red, what do you use it for?
I plant Jimmy Red and Hastings Prolific. They're what we would call a field corn, but it's an old field corn that has never been genetically modified or anything. It's original stock seed from the early 1900s, maybe even late 1800s, I'm not sure. But it's a corn that you could have planted at your house and you would have fed your cows with it, you'd have fed your chickens, you'd have eat it like roast nears. Now, it wasn't like super sweet, but it's not like it's bitter either. It's just a little tougher than sweet corn because field corn is a little tougher. You could eat it like that, and you could have dried it down and grind it up and make cornbread, grits, and it was just an all-around corn, just good for you, your animals, household, everything. And I suppose if you, I was telling Leno the other day, because silage, I don't know what silage grinders or silage farmers are looking for, if they're looking for ear or if they're looking for stalk. But my goodness, if you're looking for stalk grinding silage and you grow you a field of that Hastings at about 15 foot tall, my goodness, you would have some silage, boy. And it'll put out 2 or 3 big ears too.
Sunday says, OMG, I'm on my way, Leno, yum yum, about my rolls. Oh, and I did make you some cinnamon butter, too, to go with them. Yeah, like Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, we'll try that.
It tastes a little funny because I didn't have any unsalted butter, so, like, the butter taste is coming through the stuff, but anyway.
Yeah, me and Leno had a chance to go out Saturday. We went to a Texas Roadhouse in Danville because it's brand spanking new. I don't like going to our other Texas Roadhouse because I had to work on the fire alarm system there, and I just seen some things I didn't really like.
You just pretend you don't see it.
I know, but I ain't gonna say what it is. So I just seen things I wouldn't like. So I hadn't been to Texas Roadhouse in a long time, and then they built this one in Danville, and I said, well, I guess we can go there. So we was able to go there Saturday night, but it was good. Don't get me wrong, it was good. But
Yeah, and if you just say a blessing over your food, you'll be fine. Roger says major would be 50 or more bites. Yeah. All right, so I had minor bites, but they kept me up all night, which was major.
Well, the thing is, guys, she is, I'm gonna say hyper allergic to insect bites. And when I mean hyper, it can be 2 fire ants has her foot swole up. I mean, I have knocked 5 fire ants off my hand and all 5 of them bite me and just never think nothing about it. But just 2 of them had her tingling and swole up just like a bee.
Well, and I have seepage from the bites now too,
Yeah.
so it's really getting disgusting.
Off of 2 fire ants.
Yeah. Farm Boy 59 Brian, my friend Brian, says, Joey, you need to quit poking the bear. You're going to get bitten.
We dodged a bullet.
And my other friend, Cornbread, says, I'd vote for Leno before I would Kamala. Or Kamala, excuse me.
Say it right.
And my bestest friend, Eva, says, please get your foot checked out, baby girl. I love you. Love you too, Mom.
Where's my phone? I'm going to block it.
No. Allison says, amen, sister. Us boy moms have to stick together. Yeah, because you can relate. Like if you talk to a woman who has all daughters, they don't understand what it's kind of like. I mean, I know girls can get wild and crazy, especially in their teen years, but boys is just different. Being the only girl in the house is wild sometimes.
I was going to say, right before we went on vacation, we dodged a big bullet because me and Leno was walking up some steps.
Oh, yeah.
And the wall is here and the handrail is here just right beside, and a wasp had built a wasp nest right there, like 20 wasps on it. She walked up the steps, but luckily you didn't have your hand on the handrail.
No, I didn't. For once. Usually I hold on because my knee does something funny sometimes.
I did. And he bit me right here on the top of this knuckle right here, and he stuck to it. So it got me mad, so I killed him off my finger. And, I say bit me, he stung me. And then I had my DeWalt drill with me because I was actually doing something for work. And so I took the battery and turned it around and just smushed the whole nest at one time.
Yeah.
But by then, once I get stung, I'm like, I don't care. I will squeeze the nest with my hand if I have to. I mean, I don't care.
Let's see.
But just my finger swelled up a little bit. It really wasn't that bad. Just finger and knuckles.
Yeah,
just a bit.
your finger swell. You couldn't wear your ring for a little
Yeah.
bit, but it wasn't too bad. I mean, my ant bite swole more than a whole wasp, and the
Yeah.
wasp usually has the worst venom.
Oh yeah, he hit hard.
Let me find where I was at.
You were at Eva.
Yeah, Sundowner says, Roger, down here you start at 300 bites per swipe. Yeah, in Louisiana, because, they don't have no good winter to kill eggs of
Yeah.
bugs and stuff. And it's so wet there that they flourish. Sundowner says, cinnamon butter and honey, try it. And that's what I used in that. Well, I didn't put honey in the butter. No, I did. Honey in the butter.
Over
And there's
here?
a little, yeah. And it's a little bit of powdered sugar, because if you put granulated sugar, it's crunchy. You
You would have thought the honey would have been sweet.
not sweet enough.
Not really.
Brian says, Jimmy red corn is used in bourbon and whiskey back in early years of Jim Beam.
Yeah, that's the one thing, Brian, I didn't mention. It does have what they call a high brick content. I don't know what that is. I just know it's good for making liquor.
It
But
probably ferments a certain way, or
Yeah.
better, like ferments maybe quicker or stronger than other corn. Janice says, hello, lady, I love yeast rolls. The yeast rolls today did not come out too big because I didn't make them fluffy enough, but they're still good. They're just thinner.
so they didn't come out.
No, they didn't come out perfect, so I'm sure
Well,
you'll
I
have
mean-
complaints about them.
I mean, I didn't know if did they come out like you did last night.
No.
Okay.
No, they're edible this time. They're not bricks. Laura says, boy mom here too. Yes, Laura's got 2 boys.
Yep.
And Timbo says, get an EpiPen. They never go bad. I got one, Timbo.
Yeah, she got 2 actually, don't you?
And yeah, because I was worried about the expiration because they expired a couple years ago. But they're so expensive.
I bet you it's more than a couple of years. I bet you them boogers is
Yeah, it'd
expired
have to
by
be. I got
5
them before
years.
COVID.
Yeah.
So it'd have to be at least 4.
Yeah. Because I remember that eat up like half of your flex card, getting them.
Yeah, because it was $400
Yeah.
and that's after insurance. But now, I would think that was before the patent was released or something, so now I think they're a little bit, maybe $70 an EpiPen.
We probably should get a couple more.
Well, yeah, but I'd have to go to the doctor to do that.
That's crazy.
Why can't I buy one? Just buy one online or buy
I
one in
know,
the
that's
store.
crazy.
Sundowner says, and you've noticed that they leave a hole in your skin now. Wasp and ants are crazy.
Well, I didn't notice that on my finger.
Stan says a Florida fire ant will get your attention and enough of them will put you into shock. Yeah, I did hear that too.
Well, we got something here in the Carolinas. It's an ant that's got fuzz on it. And it's red and black. Looks like a coil snake. Mm-hmm. It's colored up like a coil snake.
Oh, yeah.
Black, red, black.
Yeah, they
red.
look like velvet.
Yeah, velvet on them, and them things as big as a wasp. It's bigger. But I don't think they're in hives. I think somebody said that they don't have actual hives. They're loners.
Kevin says a big old red wasp stung me this evening. Poor thing. That was the last thing he did. I know Joey killed the whole city of them. Greg Mosier says bricks is the sugar content of the corn.
Well,
Sundowner.
it's really, I've eaten it roast near before. It's really not that sweet. So, I mean, I don't.
Sundowner says, Joe, she's saying you're better than you need to be. You better straighten up, I think. Something about, I guess, because of the rolls.
Oh.
Kevin Wallace, or who said that? Mark Young. I used to wet tobacco and put it on stings and it would kill the pain.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, me too. I think they tried that on me when I was little, when I first got stung, but that,
It didn't work.
no. Brian says, I don't drink, but it was on a season episode of the show Moonshiners.
Yeah, I used to watch Moonshiner some, just not really cause of the liquor. I didn't care about that. I was just watching those guys, but it kind of got where when they first started, I felt like, well, I always knew whatever they were filming wasn't illegal because they couldn't do it, but they just got too scripted.
William says, get some Benadryl, it'll help you sleep.
She did, but
Yeah, and then it was itching so bad today. I did take some. I took one dose, like a half a dose, while I was working, and I felt so like drained because of it. So I was like, I can't take any more of this today. So I got some cortisone cream, which has got steroid in it. That will help. And then I might take another Benadryl this evening. But the thing is, it'll wear off before I get up.
might help you sleep though.
Timbo says they never go bad, just keep them in a dark room or a dark place. Yeah, and I do. Mine are in a case. They're in a plastic case that snaps closed, so it's dark in there. And I always keep one in my purse and then one in the medicine cabinet, so they're not in any extreme heat or cold.
But you didn't have one the other day when we went to Food Line.
No, I didn't.
That's because you had that little knapsack thing.
Yeah, I had it in my other purse. I usually do grab it and put it in there.
Oh.
Cajun Homestead says ground hornets hurt.
Yeah.
And that may be what that thing is a ground hornet. Because they're always coming out of the ground.
No,
I never see them in a
it's
nest.
An ant. I mean, because I've stepped on them before, knocked half their body off, and the other half kept on going.
Sundowner says it's a cow ant.
Well, I don't know. All I know is that thing is got a pretty hard endoskeleton on it. The little part covering up. It's as hard as a brick, man. You about had to hit it with a hammer.
Jay Pill says, glad I live in the UK. We don't have any bug problems here.
Well, I'm sure they got some over there, some mosquitoes or something.
I don't think so.
Poor J. Peel, he don't have to worry about tornadoes. He don't have to worry about bugs.
I know. Laura said when she was living in Louisiana, fire ants ate up her legs and she got sick for a week. And they took 3 months to heal. That's what I'm afraid of, Laura, because my dad was reading me some things, talk about how long that itching can last, like 7 to 10 days. Brian says if you kill one of those red black ants, check out its stinger. It looks like a straight pin.
Oh, yeah. I've seen them. And it's just like anything else. If you was to step on it and knock it in half, and the surviving half with the legs keep on going, and that bubble part in the back stay and pick it up, it'll still sting you. Just like a wasp.
Yeah, Johnny Edgerton says I've always heard the ants called cow killers.
Cow killers.
And Cajun Home says make a paste with baking soda and water and apply to sting, draws the stinging out.
It's funny. I used to call those big giant ants fire ants because they were red and black. But I never called the little ones fire ants.
Yeah,
really.
Because the ones we get in the house are little black ones. They don't bite you.
Yeah.
But it's those red ones that they're awful.
They get a little bit ill with you.
Timbo says rocket worm. Yeah, at least rocket worms. They don't cause you any harm. Cornbread says he sent you an email.
Okay.
And Joey Neal says, Joey, I've seen a fast hitch for a 140 on Marketplace in Virginia. Don't know if it'd be close enough for you to check out. It's not close enough for him to check out.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff coming up. I really want to try to finish the fast hitch, but I really, guys, I don't need that much stuff. I only need about 4 more things. I got most of it already. But
Yeah, he don't need a whole one. He just needs parts to put this other one
I
together.
need some. I could probably get the parts I need from Brandon pretty reasonable, but I just been holding off. Because Brandon actually has got some new parts to that fast hitch that I could piece together.
Yeah, Sundowner, they are, because if I leave anything sweet out, Sundowner says the little black ones are sugar ants.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I left.
But that Toro works pretty good on
Yeah,
there.
it does. It gets rid of them for a while, but they always come back. But, you know, it'll be, you know, it's better than
Because when we
nothing.
went to the beach, we left that Toro.
Sorry. I got to scratch this
I don't
now.
think you can see your foot in the thing.
Well, it don't matter if you could see it. I'm scratching it. Sundowner. Oh, they're the ones sugar ants. Okay, 1904 farm.
1904.
Says, Joey, I'm in Virginia. I can check it out for you. And Brian says, we have 66 on and only 24. Let's get with it.
Get with.
Oh,
Okay.
24 likes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, y'all hit that like button.
I need to push that more, guys. I have a bad habit. I say push it, but I need to. I don't think I did in the beginning of a video about 2 videos a day. I said something about subscribing, but I hardly ever say anything about liking or subscribing in my videos.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just one of those type people. I'm thinking like, you know, I think, well, if they like it, they'll subscribe. If it, you know, or you know, I guess that's the way I think. You know, just if they, you know, they'll do it if they like it.
Greg Mosier, he's got dad jokes. He said only half of the mound is ants, the other half are uncles. Yeah, and that's what I kind of named Sam's voice Uncle Sam when he does that voice.
Yeah.
I call him Uncle Sam.
And ants are doing the ants are doing all the work in it, or is it the uncles doing the work?
It's the uncles because they have a queen.
So it's honeybees where the women do all the work.
Yeah. I don't know
Wait.
about ants.
Wait, what is it?
Well, yeah, maybe the ants don't have a queen.
Honeybee, there's only one queen. And then I think the worker bees are girl bees, but they're not queens. I don't get that.
William A says the likes just jumped up to 37. So we have like 60 something on. So if everybody liked it,
You know what,
it'd be in the
guys?
60s,
I
which I don't know what that means.
I appreciate every like, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I forget to hit likes on stuff too. I try to remind myself, but I'm guilty for watching, you know, Outdoors with the Morgans or Pete or something, and get to the end of the video and shut the screen down and go back to doing what I was doing or start doing what I was going to do, and forget to put a like on it.
Mark Young says Uncle Sam Jones.
Uncle Sam Jones.
Mom says I liked. So don't be mean to her. She liked your live. Sundowner says, I forget every time myself, but sure hate missing out on the show. And yeah, I mean, I know we've got people who watch every Monday.
Yes,
And, you
we
know,
do.
if y'all don't put a like, I'm not, you know, going to beat anybody up about it. Kaylee Bell is on.
Kaylee Bell.
She says, hey. Hey,
Kaylee
Kaylee.
Bell.
And look, Kaylee is just such a trooper because y'all know how I was talking when I first got here about just how it is living with Sam. But Kaylee and Elliot took Sam all weekend. He spent
That's why we got to go to
Texas
yeah,
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. There's only 2 of us.
I know. You know, economy's bad. We have to take advantage of having a 2-person dinner.
But we did have a perfect example of inflation.
What? Oh, the tip girl?
No.
Oh.
The meal was over $50. And when we first got married, the meal was like $25.
Oh, I don't remember
Yeah.
what it was. I just know that if I go to Bojangles and
it's
get me 3 chicken strips, 3
Well, the first problem is going to Bojangles.
chicken supremes, 3 of them with the fries, either the little combo, it's like $9. It used to be under $5. Like if you got the 3, it'd be under 5. Now if you got like 4 or 5 chicken tenders, it'd be over 5, because they were always more expensive fast food. But to me, it's worth it because I love their food. But yeah, almost $9 for 3 chicken tenders.
And I wasted $10 on the way home because I didn't leave Raleigh till late, and I needed fuel. So I said, well, I'll knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. I had never got a cheeseburger from Sheetz, and so I ordered one.
That's your first mistake.
Yeah, on the app, And man, oh Lord, have mercy. I could barely eat that thing. I only ate it because I spent money on it. I don't know how they make any money through their little diner place.
Oh, I don't know.
Cause it was a pre-cooked patty. It was
Mm-hmm.
probably soybean patty, as far as I know.
Oh, and Elliot's on too. Outdoors with Elliot. That's Elliot's
Hey, boo
little
boo.
YouTube adventure or YouTube venture is Outdoors with Elliot. And Elliot has always been our outdoor child. You know, he's married in his 20s and he still sends me videos of a frog he's got, or he'll FaceTime me to show me something. So I love it.
Yeah, he was in the last video, I think, a little bit, working
Oh
on the
yeah.
trailer.
And now Will's on. Will says, "Trust me, don't get the sheets food." And he put a skull emoji.
Yeah, well, I paid for it.
Dustin says the more likes you get helps YouTube push your videos. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Dustin, one of these days maybe we'll get in. You always hear these YouTubers, and I don't get into the mechanics of it that much. I do look at a few things, but I don't dig way down into the mechanics of it. But you always hear them talk about if you ever can get into their algorithm, which I'm pretty sure if YouTube was about as big as a pizza, my channel would be a little speck right here on the corner of it. And I guess if you ever did get into that algorithm for the whole pizza, then yeah, it would just blow up. For the most part, it's, you know, the things that we do are probably not going to blow up as much as
yeah, well,
somebody pushing a car off a cliff and laughing at it.
yeah.
Watching it.
We don't have any shock factors
Yeah.
or, kind of lures of the world that most people are lured by.
Yeah.
Lured by.
Lured.
Yeah, so, all I got is ant bites and stuff to talk about. So,
Yeah, we just got working day to day, and I think the other day I said, I don't call myself a prepper channel, but I do.
we do prep.
I do try to put up a few things and keep it in the back of my mind. I don't call myself a homestead, but I do. I could raise everything we need. Trust me, I could do it. I just don't. May have to do it one day. But we do raise some of our favorite stuff: corn, green beans, tomatoes, and stuff. So I don't call myself homestead because I do go shopping at the grocery store and stuff.
Sundowner says, Sammy, did they bring you any leftovers? OMG. Yes, I did.
What?
Bring him leftovers. Because
Oh yeah, we
so
did.
I'll get a little filet because it's the same price as Joey's ribeye, so I don't feel guilty about it because the filet is like the best cut. So I get a little filet, but by the time I ate all those rolls and
Yeah.
and the salad and some potato.
Well, I didn't eat all of mine.
No, you didn't. But I'm just saying, I still had half of my filet, so I brought that home for Sam and most of my potatoes. So yes, Sammy's spoiled. He knows I'm going to make sure he gets something. Pat Doka says, inflation is only 3%. I heard it on the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pat. I don't know what's wrong with us. We're, like we out here living it and stuff, I don't have a government gas card or a government, like something like government health care that the senators and all have. And Allison says, no shock factor? You have Uncle Sam.
Yeah, I mean, and guys, we're all the same mind, all of us on this live stream. Especially with the stuff of how this whole election process is coming about and how they picking candidates, and now this candidate's the best thing since sliced bread and all that. The reason a lot of times I don't get on that soapbox is because I'm preaching to the choir. You guys know it. I don't need to tell y'all again, but man, it does aggravate me.
Timbo says Kamala will fix it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Just what Timbo's talking about. I'm preaching to the choir. I mean,
Right, yeah.
Unfortunately, it's the wrong.
Wrong audience for that kind of.
It's the wrong audience to reach and try to make some common sense about it. But yeah, it's just, and it's really not worth getting in trouble with YouTube over.
Sundowner says, we ate at Checkers today, 2 hamburgers, fries, and drink, $21.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
What?
Checkers.
Oh, that's a little burger place.
Yeah, I think we used to have one
Well,
somewhere.
McDonald's has got a $5 menu back.
Yeah. Well, and I used to like Wendy's because while I was working in town, I could do the 4 for $4. So it's like under $5 with tax. And that was, more food that I needed. I really didn't need the chicken nuggets, but I got it because it's 4 for $4. And so, but, those days are long gone.
McDonald's is my all-time favorite restaurant, but they have just about ruined that place. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I do love McDonald's. I always have, probably always will. All-time favorite fast food restaurant, but it when I say almost ruined it, it's just so dreary going into a McDonald's now. It's like you ain't not even a person to say hello. You go up to a screen, start pushing buttons,
Right.
and then you stand there like a calf looking at a new gate, waiting for your food, and then they just plop it on the counter. And half of them don't even have refill machines no more.
No, so you have to stand there and wait
So
for
now-
somebody and beg them to refill your drink.
Now you're standing there like a bull, looking at a gate.
Well,
and finally they come.
And last week I made the Walmart employee mad because I went to Walmart because I was trying to save some money. And I made the Walmart employee mad because I went to her line and she had to ring up my stuff because I didn't go to self-checkout.
Oh, yeah. You
But there
told
was
me about
nobody in
that.
her line, so I went over there. So she was rude to me because she had to put my items in a bag. So the first thing when I got there, I was like, she looks like disgusted that I'm even exist there. And I'm like, hey, how are you? And she didn't answer me.
You did that on purpose.
She didn't answer me. So then I said, I don't think you heard me. I said, how are you today? And she's like, fine. I was like, okay, good. But that's all I said. I didn't go over the top.
I know.
But I still, made her you could say hello. And then a friend of mine who works there too as a part-time job, I seen her. So she came over and we chit-chatted and all, but just some people. I'm like, I'm sorry you have to work and put my items in a bag, but I'm not going to check it out myself. That's what you get paid to do.
I've left sometimes we'll be in the truck together, and I won't say it at the window of the drive-through, but we'll leave a Bojangles or something, and after we're pulled away and I roll up the window, I'll say, thank you for shopping at Bojangles today. We're glad to have your business. Because you never hear that. I mean,
Right.
The bag gets stuck out the window, and that's it. That's all you get.
Joey Neal says, your videos are great, the way you do them. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Joey.
And
I'm struggling. I'm using some Rode mics tonight, the extra set that I had, but I'm still struggling with these DJI mics. They're good mics. They're light. They're very easy to use. Real good mics, but I'm trying to get these volume levels right. I'll just be honest with you guys, and I was just really embarrassed the last 5 minutes of this video. It just came out today because I don't know what happened, but the volume was like on the ceiling, and I had to pull it back down. But once it gets above a certain level, no matter how far you pull it down, you can tell that it's too loud. It's weird to explain, and that was only the last 4 or 5 minutes, but still, I hated that. But we're working on it.
Hold on, I've got a lot to catch up.
Did you lose your place?
Yeah. Okay. Mom says she loves Ellie and Will too.
Well, I would hope so.
Kaylee says we took Sam to Outback Saturday night, so he got good food too.
Where'd you get my baby?
I know. So Kaylee, she's just so good to Sam because he went to Outback, even though we made it like, oh, let me bring Sam back some food.
Well, I noticed Kayla didn't take me to Outback.
Joey, she knew we were going somewhere. Sundowner says our family's the same, but we all get along. Thank the good Lord above.
Yep.
And Sundowner also says, can we please stop with the rolls? OMG, I'm going to town. And Brian says, Lino, don't look at the time. Don't forget that you came on late, so you have to stay till 10.
There you go.
And Kevin said, Joey, you can't reach that crowd. Talk about not
Yeah.
preaching to the right crowd. And Mom says, going to go watch the Nationals play ball. Go ahead, Mom.
Oh.
Good luck to the Nationals.
Oh, that's
Which,
nice.
her and my dad are the only ones I know who watch baseball.
So she'd rather watch baseball than her daughter.
I don't care. Go on. She sits here and listens to all this stuff she has no idea about. Jay Pill says, can't beat fish and chips here in the UK.
I do go to McDonald's and I make me my own fish and chips. I order a double fish fillet sandwich, no bread, and fries, and a side order of tartar sauce. And they look at me like, huh?
Yeah, you can't go out of the box of what you can order.
If it's not a box on that register there that they can push.
But also tell them how you order it. How do you say it?
Fish sandwich.
He says FIS, F-I-S. I'd like to get a double fish sandwich. I mean, it's just, I've never ate a fish sandwich.
I do love some McDonald's fish sandwich.
Okay, I know.
That thing is good. I could eat about 10 of them patties.
Stan says, it's truly good that your family is serious about gardening. It may well prove to be a necessary skill in our future. Sad for most.
Yeah, I need to learn some more ways of fertilize because, I don't want to get in a situation where you can't buy fertilizer. You ain't going to grow a whole lot of stuff.
Elliot says, what Walmart? I need names. That was at the Graham Hopedale Walmarts, Elliot.
What do you expect from Graham Hopedale, Ellie?
Cornbread says, I'll never use self-checkout anywhere. And I do sometimes. I mean, I do.
What?
Use self-checkout.
Yeah. Well,
But this lady had no one in line, and the line for the checkout had like 5 people.
Yeah,
so,
but if we got just 2 or 3 things, we'll just go through.
Yeah.
Our local Dollar General, bless their heart, there's some good folks down there. Every one of them's nice. I really enjoy them, but they got them working so hard all the time. We go to self-checkout just so they don't have to stop doing what they're doing.
And Kevin Wallace says, yeah, no self-checkout. John Ayers is on.
John Ayers?
Ayers, A-Y-E-R-S.
Is it new?
Ayers. Yeah, I don't think I've seen his
John.
name. Hey, John. Says, I remember when the Big Mac came in a cardboard sleeve and then was wrapped in paper. They were a lot bigger and needed the cardboard box for support.
Hey, man, I
Yeah.
remember when they came like that, and I remember when they come in a nice styrofoam
Now,
box.
you know what? I do love a Whopper. They are so good. Although, we get like, when we go to Burger King, we have to use cash because, we get, what do you call it?
Skimmed.
We get skimmed when we go to Burger King. I mean, that happened the last time anyways. Is that I got fraudulent charges because I used my card at Burger King. So lesson learned, I'll only use cash. But it was really good. I mean, I just love that char grilled, and they're so big. Like, I get one and cut it in half.
That Whopper is twice big as a Big Mac.
I know, I love it. So I ate half. Now,
That's
sometimes
a ginormous burger, man. That thing's about that big
I know.
around.
And I'm ashamed to admit that I have ate the whole thing, a couple times. Like, it's like, I'm going to eat the whole thing.
I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm going to have to give me a Big Mac more.
Well, go by Burger King, too. Get me a Whopper. Cash only. Janice says good night. Good night, Janice.
Good night, Janice.
Allison. Yeah, I didn't talk to Allison. We're looking forward to getting to go see.
Going and
I wasn't here. Can
But I was going to tell you what she said. She said she was going to put us to work.
Yes, please. I'd love to do something for her. She's done so much for us. I'd be honored to help her do something. So, Allison, come up with some things. Save me some tasks to do that Saturday, okay? Allison says, can we plan a plow day at Jtwes Place next year? Yes.
Well,
We're going to plow the red or the black dirt of England.
Yeah, well, Richard Petty just did the Goodwill Festival where he shipped his 70 model Superbird over there, and Kyle Petty drove it around.
And the Olympics, I forget they have equestrian stuff, so that means those horses had to be shipped all over the world to Paris.
Yeah. They got stuff.
So you could take a 140.
Oh well, yeah, you can ship anything to England if you got enough money.
Well, we can work something out with somebody. Maybe we can get on a cargo ship. Like the planes, you know, you can get a discount if it's flown on a cargo
I
ship
wonder how they.
or a cargo plane.
I kind of do really wonder how they ship his car over there.
Kevin Wallace says Jack's has Smoky Mountain fudge ice cream, and it's good as snuff, but not nearly as dusty. So I don't know what that means.
Oh.
Sundowner says, wow, that wasn't a swipely no. I heard that slap all the way here. It was a mosquito, and I'm not getting bit by another thing tonight. I seen it, so I made
I've
sure to
been
kill it.
bit about 3
We've
times
got the
tonight.
little net up that Joey put up.
We didn't let the corner down till late.
Okay,
we were
see,
waiting on you.
I'm glad you went ahead and did that then, because, you know,
Yeah.
you were thinking,
I was thinking I wouldn't need it.
no, yeah. And, yeah, Brian was saying we could use Air Force One to carry all the 140s. It gets used for everything else.
Oh yeah.
And Kevin Wallace says 140s over there are offset to the other side. Yeah, on the. So what is that side? The right side. It'd be on the right side. Greg Mosier says, why do we call it cargo when we put it on a ship? But if it's on a truck, it's called shipping. Right. Greg, that's the same thing I think about, because I think about stuff like, you know, you've heard we drive on a parkway and we park on a driveway. Like, why are we so backwards?
I don't know, because I told everybody that JPL said that they don't call them tags in England, they call them plates. I said, well, they actually call them license plates here too. It's just me, I call it a tag.
Well, and they also call the trunks boots, the boot of the car. And then I forget what they call they call your windshield windscreen or something like that. It's different, a little different verbiage. Like the elevators are lifts, apartments are flats.
Yeah, I knew flats.
Yeah. And just because I read an author who is British, and so I've learned kind of what,
Their term.
yeah, like a garbage truck is called is it a
Dinner truck?
trolley or lolly?
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, dinner truck, no. It's called, I forget what they call it, but I remember. Okay.
You caught up?
Yeah, I think so.
What
Oh,
time?
wait, Warherstead is on. Hello, everyone. Sorry we're late. The neighbor's cows got loose on our place.
That's okay. We had a goat get into Rudy's pen.
Yeah.
So I had to get.
And then yesterday there was a black calf that was running beside the truck down the road.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we're just like all these animals. They're getting restless, I guess. Roger says also cooter shell for trunk. I don't know. I hadn't heard that one, Roger. I think that's something you made up.
Cooter shell?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. You're right, Allison. Leno is studied up for our visit to Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
Yes,
did.
and I'm getting prepared for the third movie that they're currently filming. And Sundowner says vanilla and water spray. Try it for your mosquitoes. Oh yeah, cornbread, biscuits or cookies. Yeah, and crisp or chips. Okay, I think we could sign off about now. We've talked about so much food. I need to go in and eat something.
Yeah.
Gonna go try my roll. Sorry,
It's,
Sundowner.
What time is it?
Um,
Oh man, you ran over big time.
I know.
Leno.
Well, Brian told me I had to compensate for my tardiness.
For your tardiness.
Yes. They're good, Johnny. Johnny says Jen was asking if your porch plants are doing good. They're doing great.
Oh yeah, guys. How long do I gotta wait to cut that sunflower head off and get it in the shed so it can dry?
Yeah, because I need that thing gone. It's
That
looking
thing
pretty
is
rough.
humongous, man. It's that big, man. It's huge. I guess as long as the seed is fully filled out, I could cut it off and bring it in and hang it up. But I need to be careful that I don't put it somewhere where a bird or something can get to it.
Hold on. Yeah, Roger says Cooter's actually from Jerry Clower.
Oh.
And I know the Dukes of
yeah.
Hazzard guys was named that too. One of the
Cooter,
guys was Cooter. Adam May says, can we bring back the Bible verse? I miss it.
Yes.
We'll do that, Adam.
Get me one.
Okay. And Warherstead says, do you know what lollipop ladies are in the UK?
No, I do not.
I don't either. I don't know if they're like candy stripers. Hold on, let me see what my Bible verse of the day was today. Because he gives me one every day.
And John, one of the subscribers, John, he, what in the world I got all over the top of me?
Okay.
He's been reading his Bible verses. He keeps me up over his Bible lessons.
Okay. Hold on. I'm getting it right
I'm
now.
trying to remember what I got into to get grass all over me. I think it's grass.
Ollie, what is it, buddy? Okay, so this one is, it's actually from Job 17, but it's whenever his friends are talking to him. And it says, he that speaketh flattery to his friends, even the eyes of his children shall fail. So when you're just trying to be flattering to someone,
friends.
yeah, like instead of telling them the truth,
Yeah.
you know, and that is a good reminder, is that, you know, sometimes you just don't need to be flattering. Sometimes you got to tell them the truth. And in Job, they did a lot of that because, you know, Job was down and out. Ollie, he's so aggressively needing pets. What's wrong with him? You see it? We're on live, Joey.
I know, I'm sorry. I always like reading ahead of it and below it just to
To
try
get a context?
to make sure I got the right context of
Well,
it.
I knew what it was because it was Job 17.
Okay.
He's
All
always
right.
shedding so bad.
Let me go back there. Good night. Good night.
Has
Good
anybody
night.
else got anything?
Elliot
before we-
said, "What a massive cat."
Oh, yes, a massive needy cat. So
Yeah, he is. You can shut it off for me.
Brian said that cat's been eating yeast rolls. Yeah, so they're lollipop ladies, Warherstead. They are crossing guards at crosswalks. The sign ladies.
Okay.
So yeah, we love our British friends, and so it's good to know some verbiage from them.
All right, guys. Be sure y'all watch all of the next video, just in case there may be something in there you want to see. So that's all I'll say. God bless you. God loves you. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you.